He's in the fucking house!
He's in the goddamn house!
Jordan!
Move! Go! Go!
Get the door! Let him in the door!
Late at night, I suddenly heard some unusual sounds, so I immediately grabbed my weapon and went outside. When I quietly walked to the living room, I found a fucking thief had broken into my house. I nervously raised my weapon trying to scare him away, but at that moment, the clock suddenly rang.
Richard.
Damn it.
When my wife turned on the lights, I found there was a bullet in the thief's eye. I was instantly scared out of my mind. The police immediately rushed to my house. The chief comforted me not to be too nervous. He told me the man's name was Frederick, and he was a wanted criminal. Then the police asked me to follow them to the station to give a statement. I originally thought I would receive a very serious punishment, but when I arrived at the police station, the chief's words made me feel very surprised.
Self-defense.
He was unarmed.
You didn't know that. It's called fear of life. Legally, he might as well have been pointing a gun at you.
The next morning, my wife called me from school. She said now everyone at school knew about this incident. At noon, when I just walked into the restaurant, I found everyone was staring at me with strange looks. I drank some alcohol trying to calm myself down. At this moment, the chief came to my side. He told me they would hold a funeral for the thief Frederick tomorrow. I urgently asked if Frederick had any relatives.
You got any family?
You got a daddy in Huntsville prison. Just got parole. Shit don't fall far from the tree.
The chief's words made me immediately nervous. To prevent his father from taking revenge on me, I immediately went to the hardware store and bought a stronger door lock. After returning home, I suddenly received a strange phone call. When I answered, there was no one talking. I suspected it must be that fucking thief's father calling. That night, I didn't sleep all night. I sat in the living room the whole time, maintaining high alert. The next day, I decided to drive to that thief's grave to take a look. But at this moment, an old man suddenly appeared next to my car.
Quiet and peaceful, isn't it? Oh, that was a nice picture of your family in the paper. Your boy, he looks a whole lot like you, doesn't he? Now, you have a nice day now here.
I was instantly scared out of my mind. I immediately went to school to pick up my son. Then I went to the police station to seek their help, but the chief thought I had no evidence at the moment. He couldn't provide police protection for my family. After leaving the police station, I took my wife and son back home, but when I just got to the door, I suddenly found the door lock had been pried open.
Get back in the car.
What?
The lock's busted.
Oh my God.
I immediately told my wife to take our son to the police station to report it. Then I took a weapon from the car ready to go inside. After I entered, I didn't find anyone, but when I walked to my son's bedroom, I found many bullets on the floor. These bullets were the evidence that I was being threatened. So the chief decided to provide police protection for our house. He made us act as bait, and he left one cop inside the house to protect us. The other cops were hiding in the woods nearby outside. It started raining heavily outside. I was too worried to fall asleep, so I got up to get some milk from the fridge. But when I returned to the bedroom again, I didn't notice that the roof suddenly started leaking. When I lay down on the bed, Frederick's father had already appeared in my son's bedroom. At this moment, I suddenly realized something was wrong, so I immediately went to the closet. I suddenly found the fucking window on the roof had been opened.
Kevin? He's in the fucking house!
Move! Go! Go! Pull your ass!
Tracked him down to the river, but the rain's making it hard.
How'd you get him?
Never left. Son of a bitch was in a crawl space the whole time.
Jesus Christ.
The next day, I suddenly received a call from the chief. He said they had already caught Frederick's father. He told me to come to the station immediately to give a statement. So I excitedly drove to the police station, but after I finished giving my statement, I suddenly noticed the wanted poster on the wall because I saw Frederick's name. So I looked at it carefully, but I suddenly found this person was not the thief I accidentally killed. At this moment, I took the wanted poster and asked the chief what was going on.
It says Freddie Russell.
So
that's not the guy I shot. Is that some kind of mistake or what?
this Freddie Russell is just a bad mugshot, not very recent.
I look at pictures of faces all day. That is not the guy.
Before I could finish my words, the chief urgently pushed me out. After returning home, I felt this whole thing was too weird, so I decided to drive to the station to confirm this again. But when I arrived at the police station entrance, I suddenly found the chief was putting Frederick's father into the car. Jesus Christ. The chief told me during the day they had already arrested Frederick's father, but why were they now secretly trying to take him somewhere else? Eventually, they came to a place next to some railroad tracks. The chief injected him with anesthesia. Then they placed him on the railroad tracks, and they even faked the scene to make it look like he was drunk. Then the chief quickly drove away. I fucking had no idea what the fuck was going on. At this moment, I suddenly found a train was about to come. To figure out the truth of this fucking situation, I immediately rushed over and saved him. Then I took him to a rundown cabin. The next day, when he woke up, I decided to have a good talk with him about this.
I didn't kill your son.
Fuck you.
I think the cops have been lying to us both all along. Who you gonna trust? The cops who just tried to kill you, or me?
To make him believe what I was saying, late at night, we drove to that thief's grave. When he saw that body, he confirmed that person was not his son, Frederick.
That ain't him, that's not free.
Jesus, who would do that?
Somebody who didn't want him identified ever.